Alright, so this is Mr. Walker. In this video, I'm going to continue working the problems. I'm going to do from 15 to 24. If we read the instructions, it says that figure A has been dilated to become figure B. So figure A has become figure B. And we have to determine the scale factor that changes A into B. And the scale factor is going to be a number that we multiply by or divide by. We're going to multiply or divide by the scale factor. So what we do is we focus on corresponding sides. I'm going to look at the bottom of A and the bottom of B. Remember, A becomes B. The bottom of A and the bottom of B. And I ask myself, what do I have to divide by to get a 6 to a 2? What do I have to divide 6 by to get 2? Well, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide each of these numbers right here by 3 to get these sides over here. So I'm going to divide this by 3. I'm going to divide this by 3. I'm going to divide this 6 right here by 3. I'm going to divide this 3 by 3. And as we have already said, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that's why this side right here is 2, because 6 divided by 3 is 2. Right here I have 3 divided by 3, and we know that's equal to 1. So let me get my pointer. This right here is going to be this side right here. 1, 1. So 17, the answer to number 17 is 1. If I look at the top, 6 divided by 3, well, that's 2. So the top over here is going to be 2. The answer to number 16 is going to be 2. And finally, on this side, I have 3 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So this side right here is going to be 1. 15. The answer is 1. So let's go ahead and move over to this figure right here. And remember, the directions say that A turns into B. So A turns into B. So we start with this figure. And I'm going to look at this side. It's a 7. The corresponding side over here is this side right there. And it's a 14. So what do I have to multiply 7 by to get to 14? And of course, that's going to be a 2. 7 times 2 is 14. So I'm going to multiply all these sides by 2 to get these sides over here. So let me go ahead and grab my pen real quick. We're going to go 7 times 2, 8 times 2, and 10 times 2. Of course, we just said that 7 times 2 is 14. On the bottom, I have 10 times 2, which is 20. So the bottom over here is 20. 19, the answer is 20. And right here, I have 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. So this side over here is 16. The answer to 18 is 16. Again, the answer to 18 is 16. Moving over to number 7. Again, A goes to B. So we're going to start with A. And we're going to look at this 2. And it corresponds with this side right here, which is 5. 2 times what gives me 5? 2 times what gives me 5? And it's going to be 2.5. 2 times 2.5 gives me 5. So I'm going to multiply each of these sides by 2.5 to get to this side. Okay, so let's look at number 20. Here, it doesn't give us a number. It just has x. Okay, so I don't know what this number is. I have to find out what this side is. But I know that if I multiply this side by 2.5, I will get this side. So over here, I'm going to do that. X, I don't know what it is, but I know when I multiply it by 2.5, I'm going to get 7.5. And then I solve that. The opposite of multiplying by 2.5 is dividing by 2.5. So I divide both sides by 2.5, and x equals 7.5 divided by 2.5 is 3. So the answer to number 20 is 3. Let's look at 21. In 21, we're looking at this right here. This is y, and it corresponds with this right here, which is 5. I know that if I multiply y by 2.5, I will get 5. So if I take y and I multiply it by 2.5, it's going to equal 5. The opposite of multiplying by 2.5 is dividing by 2.5. And I divide both sides by 2.5. And I get y equals 5 divided by 2.5 is 2. So the answer, number 21, is 2. Number 22, I'm looking right here. Actually, on the bottom. 22 is the bottom. I have z, and that corresponds with 7.5. I know that if I multiply z by 2.5, I will get 7.5. So z times 2.5 equals 7.5. The opposite of multiplying by 2.5 is dividing by 2.5, and I do it to both sides. 2.5 cancels out, and I get z equals 7.5 divided by 2.5 is 3. So the answer, number 22, is 3. And finally, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last problem. Let me go ahead and erase. Well, hold on one second. See if I flip the page. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and look at this last problem. And I'm going to look at the top. Remember, we start with A and go to B. I'm going to look at the top, which is 12, and it corresponds with a 3. What do I divide 12 by to get to 3? And that's going to be 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So I'm going to divide all these sides by 4 to get these sides over here. So right here I have 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the answer to number 24 is 2. And over here I have 6. And 6 divided by 4. So I'm going to do that over here. 6 divided by 4. You could bring that to a decimal, or you could reduce it. If I reduce it, a 2 goes into 6 3 times, and a 2 goes into 4 2 times. So 6 over 4 is the same as 3 halves. So the answer to number 23 is 3 halves, or you can also write that as 1.5. Either one of those will work. That's the answer to number 23.